How's the view? Descendo! This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy life with you. Thank all of my students for this event. Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel. You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Revelio.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll...
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've had my share of wand combat. It was.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio. Revelio.
Now, Annabelle, it was a long time ago. I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to go back to the lesson.
Level 2. Circle button. Back. Square button. Enter photo mode. DualSense wireless controller disconnected. Please reconnect DualSense wireless controller to resume game.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Steady your wand with left stick and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
The summoning charm, Accio, pulls a target closer to the caster. Hold R2 button and press the assigned button to cast Accio and pull a target closer. Release R2 button to cease casting the spell.
Throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
DualSense wireless controller disconnected. Please reconnect DualSense wireless controller to resume game.
Accio.
Very good. That's it. Happens to the best of us. Splendid. Don't lose your composure. Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Watch this. There we go.
Accio.
Not to worry.
Misha. That is how it's done. Oh dear. Let us see this.
Accio.
Very good. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. Phew.
Accio.
That's it.
Here we go. There we go. Nicely done. Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Ouch! Well played.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand. I'm holding my...
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Nice to meet you. How big? What is
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. but I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
That's incredible. Surely the magic is weaker.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Thank you for telling me about Uagadao.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Thank you for telling me about Uagadao. How big is...
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Thank you for telling me about Uagadao.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
Revelio.
So inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
If it's seeds I'm on.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say much.
Revelio.
Trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She's
Ah.
Map. Flue Flame's location. Side quests are now. The Bell Tower Wing. The Belt. The Weasley after. The Astronomy Wing. 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 Charms class. Transfigure. Charms. Cross button. Remove weight.
Scrivener would stand for that.
But if I said it was for an essay for history of magic, how could you refuse?
Map. Flue Flame's location. The Bell Tower. Weasley after class. Professor Weasley. Triangle button. Open.
No. That's how she could do it. Only sounding
Map. Flue Flame's locations. Hogwarts. Collection chests. 0 out of 35. Field guide pages. 1 out of 150. Demiguise statues, challenges, collections. Conjuration. Here is where you can find any notes, quest notes, resource beasts. Gear. Level. Facewear. Equipped headwear. Equipped headwear. Headwear, facewear. Cold rims, equipped item. Facewear. Equipped item. Silver rimmed hexa, cloaks, broom. Progress through the main outfit. Equipped item. Prefect vest uniform. Level. Settings.
like an angry measle. Or...
Revelio. Revelio.
Aubrey skeleton.
I'm still struggling with that.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Professor Black was terrible before he decided to cancel Quidditch. That decision was the icing on the golden cake of what he needed.
Hogwarts hasn't been the same since Black took over. Lucky for us, we have Professor Weasley.
I can't believe that.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Hasn't Professor Fig said anything? No, Professor. Hasn't Professor Fig said anything?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan mentioned that.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm ready to go. What, so there...
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm ready to go. What's a spellcraft?
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
I'm ready to go. What more?
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I'm ready to go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
How about Natty?
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Speak to Professor Ronan to receive your first assignment. Assignments are types of quests. Map. Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts. The light. Professor Ronan's assignment. Exit. Professor Ronan's assignment. Exit.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll complete the tasks. What?
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll complete the tasks.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Search areas on the minimap represent areas you should explore to find your quest objective.
They are meant to give you first-hand... Good luck, and I shall see you soon.
Map, Floo Flames locations. Hogwarts. Collection chests. 0 up. Welcome to Hogsmeade. The bell tower.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Revelio! Accio! Levioso! Revelio! Levioso! Revelio!
Map, Floo Flames locations. Level 2. Circle button. Circle Lumos. Utility. Allows you to see in dark areas or conjuring spell. Transfiguration, Diffindo. Damage. Unavailable. Slashes objects and enemies from afar, dealing considerable damage.
Revelio! Revelio!
What was that for?
Levioso! Accio! Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Accio! Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and...
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
The mending charm, Reparo, can be...
That's it! Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Revelio!
I thought Professor Black would get rid of all the Muggle Wars.
Map, Flue Flame, the South Wing. The South Wing of Welcome to Hogsmeade. The Bell Tower Wing. Welcome to Hogsmeade. Triangle button. Open quest log.
Revelio!
There's something in there. I just know it.
Hello, Lenora. What?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. If I know Hogwarts...
Perhaps I'll have a look.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been stuck?
I did discover that casting...
Perhaps I'll have a... Have you...
Are there any other empty paintings like this?
Yes, a few. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Perhaps I'll have a look.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Revelio! Reparo!
Just say.
Lumos! That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Wish I could sneak into the other corner.
Revelio! Leviosa! Accio! Revelio! This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Revelio! Leviosa! Accio! Reparo! Lumos! Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Revelio. Accio.
Got a peek at the prefect's bathroom last year. I'd be surprised.
Central Hall found.
Revelio.
I haven't been down to the boat.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I followed the clues.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. You have a knack for solving riddles. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Revelio.
Tell the birthday couple.
Map. Flue Flames locations. Welcome to Hogsmeade. Triangle button. Open.
I really have made a mess of things.
Is everything...
Oh, you see, my arms get so tight, but I must have confused.
That's amazing. Seems a lot of work just to carry books. That's amazing.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
I collect the books and remove... Our meat told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are...
If I have time. Why
did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars.
If I have time.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them...
I wish the headmaster would retire.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Accio! Revelio. Accio!
Today was a good day. That is, until Gareth splashed whatever ridiculous...
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
The old librarian.
Revelio.
Professor Black.
Revelio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Revelio. Revelio. Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the
Here you go. Perhaps a reward to keep the diary a secret. Here you go.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. Now, to work, perhaps I should start. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.